Part 1. It was the early morning of April 16th, 1947, in a small port city just southeast of Houston, Texas. Today, a French ship called the SS Grand Camp was in the port. Its cargo was 2,300 tons of ammonium nitrate. At around 8 a.m., crew members started to notice smoke coming from the storage area of the Grand Camp. Deciding not to use water for fear of damaging the cargo, they instead tried to smother the fire by pumping steam into the cargo room. 1 hour into the fire, the ammonium nitrate exploded, creating an explosion that destroyed the surrounding area and could be heard from miles away. Debris and smaller fires started around it, including one that spread to a nearby Monsanto plant that was producing styrene at the time. Part 2. The most obvious effect of the accident was the deaths of around 600 people total, including most of the city's firemen and firefighting equipment. Residential areas near the docks were also affected, with upwards of 1,000 houses being instantly flattened by the explosion. The explosion was also the cause of the first class action lawsuit against the United States government, in Dollahide v. United States, in which the plaintiffs argued the negligence on the part of the government in transporting the ammonium nitrate caused the explosion. Part 3. The main chemical that was used was explosive-grade ammonium nitrate. It naturally appears as a colorless, odorless solid with a melting point of 169 degrees Celsius. It is an ionic compound formed with ammonium gas and nitrate, a salt of nitric acid. The chemical formula is NH4NO3. Ammonium nitrate is generally used in fertilizer, as the nitrogen in the compound is an essential part of plant growth. It is also used to make ANFO, a very popular industrial explosive. The second chemical of interest was styrene, which was being produced in the Monsanto plant near the docks. Styrene naturally appears as a toxic, colorless liquid, but it's mainly used industrially in order to make polystyrene, more commonly known as styrofoam. It is a molecular compound with the chemical formula C8H8. Part 4. The first reaction occurred when the ammonium nitrate on the ship violently decomposed when exposed to the high heat of the fire. This was an exothermic reaction, which means that it released energy in the form of light and heat. The balanced chemical equation for this reaction is shown. The second reaction that occurred was between the styrene, the Monsanto chemical plant, and oxygen when exposed to the heat from the fires. This was an exothermic incomplete combustion reaction, and the balanced chemical equation for this is shown.